U.S. considers freezing $650 billion reserve of Russian central bank. Welcome to the news. Please subscribe to our channel. To be notified when we drop hot juicy news updates, please click on notification bell. Russia's central bank at the end of June 2021 was reported to have 16.4% of its holdings in dollars. They are doing all they can to end the war. Though we don't know people's mind, though. Sincerely. We don't know, even those that are coming out to say Russia should stop. Those big super power. We don't know we don't even know their mind. But the thing is, they are going to be doing everything they can to ensure that Russia steps back and stands down. The news in detail, please stay with us. The United States government is considering freezing the $643 billion in reserves of the Russian central bank amassed by President Vladimir Putin following his invasion of Ukraine. Bloomberg reports that while decision on the first sanctions were yet to be finalized, the President Joe Biden administration was urgently exploring options to severely limit Russia's ability to advance its military operations in Ukraine. Sources familiar with the matter told a New York-based media outlet that the U.S. was aiming to impose the fresh sanctions in conjunction with allies across Europe to maximally incapacitate Moscow. Despite steadily reducing its foreign currency dependency, Russia's central bank at the end of June 2021 was still reported to have 16.4% of its holdings in dollars. The consideration for stiffer sanctions come days after Mr. Biden announced sanctions targeting Russian assets in response to the expanded invasion of Ukraine on Thursday. The earlier announced sanctions include export blocks and technology, which Biden administration said will severely limit Russia's ability to advance its military and aerospace sector. Mr. Biden also applied sanctions on 4 Russian banks and corrupt billionaires and their families who are close to the Kremlin. These banks hold over $1 trillion in assets, including the country's largest bank. Also, European leaders on Friday decided to impose a second batch of sanctions to incapacitate the Russian economy, setting its target on banks, state-owned companies, and individuals. However, at first, they have been undecided about blocking Russia from SWIFT. France has supported cutting off Russia from the global SWIFT payment system and was also ready to supply weapons and military equipment to Ukraine. However, Germany's finance minister Christian Lindner said on Friday that his government was open to cutting Russia from SWIFT. People's Gazette had reported Hungary's support for cutting Russia off the banking network. On Saturday, the EU began the process to cut off Russia from the SWIFT banking system, according to reports from European media. They are doing everything they can to stop the war. According to what we are seeing, we don't know if any one of them is actually harboring something else for Russia. But according to what we are seeing and what you are saying, they are telling us that they are actually doing everything they can to ensure that the Russians stand down. That's Putin himself. It seems the West has always planned to seize Russians assets all this time. You can't be sure now. You can't be 100% sure. Money that is in Russian central bank, most of the 650 billion are in gold and yuan. The Russians have not yet fired their salvo of sanctions. Many Western companies also have assets in Russia in billions of dollars. This could be nationalized. Also, Putin has been fighting for years to force oligarchs to bring their wealth back home. After everything is settled down, this is one of the areas the Russians may benefit from. Russia should start thinking of destroying USA and Great Britain satellites. When everything is destroyed, everybody will sit and talk with respect for each other's interests. Sincerely. I don't think. USA are looking for trouble. Russia is busy counting what they are doing to them. By the time they face USA, the story will change. Russia is not alone. Some powerful countries might be supporting them, of course. Of course, Russians are not alone, no. That is why I'm saying anybody that is standing with anybody should stand with caution. It's not going to be funny. It's not even funny, and it is not going to be funny. Russia is more than what we think. Ukraine should surrender and assure Russia that she is not joining NATO and not allowing its military base in Ukraine. What US know how to do best is to push you to a war and turn her back. Exactly. This has been on my mind for a very long time. At the end of the day, people that is giving you the morale, the liver meat you have been eating, when the real fight will come, just like Ukraine now, we cannot see the USA doing it. They're just doing sanctions upon sanctions. And at the end of the day, US, like I said, they are idea for Ukraine. Yes, now, if you follow their history very well, you'll understand where the Russians are coming from. Oh my God, these people. Do it in no time to consider. Just shut that guy up, please. He doesn't deserve to be called honorable. He's like an evil judge, very wicked and that good. So, yay! Everybody is saying, Russians are bad. Ukraine, whatever. The thing is, at the end of the day, let Mr. Putin just let him drink cold water. Can somebody just pass him a glass of cold water and tell him to just drink? Let him just cool down. The people who are in the middle of this war, the people that did not do anything to you now. That's where I'm even coming from. The people in this war, yes, you don't want Ukraine to do this. It is not because you buy now. Be drinking, be calming down. Drink cold water. What Russia needs is happening. Americans should be wise of their judgments because Putin has shifted his direction towards USA. All this that he was saying, any country that interfered in this matter will face consequences more than the Second World War in 1945. Britain helped Americans to seize world power from Russia, and Putin still have that anger in him. Was she? Okay, now. Stiffer sanctions will push Putin to his final resort, nuclear war. He won't let Russia disintegrate for nothing. Shoveling more economic sanctions on Russia may tend to beget regrettable consequences on global peace, of which NATO members may be the first and worst casualties. Everybody should, I've said it to stand with you, with caution. Anything you are doing this period, do it with caution, especially these big countries that is flaunting their muscles. Russia too. They don't show love at all. They don't show love. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.